Yeah.
Suck it.
You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
Welcome back.
Yo.
Viper von Vapenheim has just acquired Venom for another V. We've got 4 Vs. And we are going to take on the next cup.
There we go.
Which is called Critical Mass. This bike has significantly better stats than all of the other bikes.
It's pretty good.
So we should be able to compete.
These tracks, I think there's more. Yep, now there's 8.
Oh, wow. So this is really stepping it up. Mm-hmm. So this is the same planet as one of the previous levels, but a different level.
Yep, I think it's the same level, but slightly modified.
Different. Yeah, they talked about that in the manual too, where they like move the barriers around. So
the bike sounds different.
You get alternate routes.
Super bassy.
That's pretty cool. How's it feel?
So far, so good.
Good? Cool.
Yeah, better acceleration than the last guy, I think.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think this guy gets a bigger, or this bike gets like a bigger maximum shooty thingy.
Nice. Dude, well, I gotta tell a story.
Okay. Yeah, see, now you can go up here.
Oh, nice.
This is new.
The roof of my mouth is hurting.
That's bad.
And that's not
Whew!
that's not my
Almost
soft
fell.
palate like usual when I get like a sinus infection or something. This is like the hard palate in the front.
Okay.
The hard roof of my mouth, right in the front. And the reason why it
We're going
hurts
so fast.
Oh my god, dude. 590? That's a new top speed. The reason why the roof of my mouth hurts so much is because I burned the shit out of it on a pizza.
On a pizza?
Yes.
A slice? Like you just put it in, it was way too hot still?
Yeah, and I knew it was hot. You know, I'm not gonna sue anybody like McDonald's coffee in the lab lady or anything like that.
Fuck that lady.
But, you know, I was hungry and I didn't want to wait any longer, and I thought I had cooled it down enough and I had blown on it enough, and I was ready to get burnt a little bit, but not nearly as bad as I thought I would. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I gotta tell you, the DiGiorno still sucks. I've been dogging on DiGiorno for years.
Have you?
Calling them crap.
For what is it? Like the crust or?
I just don't think it's good, man. Mm-hmm. Like I think like it's on this pedestal. Mm-hmm. You know, all the advertising and the name brand recognition leads you to believe that it's on this pedestal. Fast. And then, DiGiorno's obviously the premium frozen pizza. You know, you pay a little bit more, but you get that quality. Well, let me tell you something.
Okay, Phaeton's keeping up now.
You don't.
I'd like to point out.
I wonder if he is rubber banding.
Oh, I think it might just be this.
Maybe only one character has rubber banding. That could be it too. But yeah, DiGiorno is not that much more expensive than other frozen pizzas.
And I don't think there's anywhere near as big a gap.
No, and it's not even like slightly better. It's actually worse. Like the pizza that I got, I was like seduced by this pizza. Mm-hmm. I was like,
what kind it was, or? Yeah,
I was just like, that looks really good, and I kind of feel like trying something different, and I feel bad dogging on DiGiorno all the time when I don't ever really eat it. So maybe I should give them a second chance. Mm-hmm. And man, it sucked. Like even if it wouldn't have burned my mouth at all, it was like there was hardly any flavor to the pizza. The reason why I mainly went for it was because I almost always get thin crust pizzas.
Okay.
When I get frozen pizza, because I think it just cooks better in the oven, and I like the crispiness. But for some reason, like doughy bread sounded really good at the time. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'll get this pizza because it's got a lot of bread. And let me tell you, I basically felt like I was eating bread. Like the toppings,
they're really doughy.
The toppings were not flavorful at all. It was supposed to be this like chicken parmesan kind of pizza.
Ooh, that sounds great.
Sounds amazing, right? Yeah. So it had this tomato sauce and little pieces of chicken on it, and cheese and some spices, and it looked amazing. It smelled really good, and it barely tasted like anything. And I was just supremely disappointed, and I'd like everyone to know that DiGiorno is still the worst.
Well, what brand do you usually go for?
Well, The brand that I usually go for isn't necessarily my favorite, but some of my staples for frozen pizza are, bottom of the barrel. Jack's, Red Baron, and Tombstone. Those are the cheap ones. You know, those are the ones that are like 3 something, whereas DiGiorno's usually like 5 something. But if I feel like spending a little bit more, I'm going to get a Freshetta.
Okay.
I think Freshetta is the best
good.
Brand of frozen pizza.
I'm also a fan of
They're the square.
Bellatoria.
Bellatoria is probably easily number 2.
That's what I go for when I'm going above, the normal.
Yeah.
The little guys.
Yeah, that's a great option. And those get thrown on sale a lot too. Yeah, Freshetta is cool because it's thin crust, but it's still soft, which no other frozen pizza I've encountered has. Usually, thin crust means it's crispy, and if you want soft crust, you got to get a big.
Oh, this track is built
ready.
in nitros. That's right.
Oh, really? So you can just pick them up on the ground?
And it's like you hit that spot. It's kind of like the things in Mario. Like you can't even hear now. That's how fast.
That's crazy.
Faster than the speed of sound.
That's actually a cool effect.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was supposed to be you breaking the sound barrier.
But yeah, I'll go for Red Baron usually, and I like specifically their like brick oven ones.
Yeah, that's what the Freshetta ones are called.
They have
Freshetta ones are square too.
And it's like it's not thin crust, but it's like thinner, but still kind of.
It sounds very similar to the Freshetta.
I actually had really good pizza yesterday at just like a pizza place in Arden Hills, and it's like it's just like 2 people in the thing. They make it for you, as you can get like a personal pizza or whatever.
Okay.
You can get bigger ones, and I think it was like Tuscan.
Okay.
So it was like white sauce with like spinach and chicken.
It's nice.
Wow. This is. I don't know if we're like breaking the freaking
700.
It can't even. It doesn't even go that high. Jeez. That's wild.
That was cool. Yeah, it sounds like that explosion noise is supposed to be implying you going in and out of the barrier.
Have you ever fainted?
No. No, I don't think I have.
I fainted on 2 days ago, Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
So I don't know if you've seen my feet. My feet are a little goofed up.
No.
My Army unit had we did a 12-mile ruck march for like veteran suicide awareness.
Oh, you've done this before, right?
Yep, I think I talked about it last year too.
Yeah, I
remember. We did it again, and my feet are hurting, but
so it's just a really long march with a weighted backpack, right?
Yeah, it was like 35 pounds.
Okay.
Which is pretty, for the first few miles, you're like, oh, this is too easy. But then, it starts to hurt. It starts to hurt your shoulders, and the boots start to hurt after a little bit. Yeah. But, wow. I'm like, I don't know if I've ever gone this as fast as this track. But yeah, so we did that, and that was fine. But, it was out in the sun for 4 hours or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And we get back to the unit, and we have a change of command ceremony, which is like everyone's standing out in these, in these formations.
Yeah.
And it's all just this ceremonial stuff to usher in our new commander. Mm-hmm. And we're in the sun, with, long pants.
Full gear.
2 pairs of socks, boots, long jacket, hat. And it takes us like 30 minutes just to get the thing started. Mm-hmm. And
extra point.
Huh. I wonder why it gives us.
I wonder if it's if you win
point
by a certain amount of seconds above second place or something. Because you're dominating.
Just go that fast.
You sting like the viper.
But so it takes us 30 minutes of just standing there in the sun waiting for it to start.
Mm-hmm. You still got the pack on too?
No.
Okay.
I think at that point I just dropped it off in my car. We went back. We were at marched around a lake.
Okay.
And we went back to our unit. So we had time to like rinse off and stuff.
Okay.
But it was still, you know, we still did it. Like it's oh shit. Okay. And so we're standing there, and we've started the ceremony now. This is like 40 minutes in. And like my hand starts to get tingly. Oh Jesus.
That was crazy.
That was. But yeah, my like left hand starts to like tingle, and I'm like, oh, this is odd. And then like I'm feeling like sweat dripping off of like my knuckles.
Yeah.
And like all down my back, and just everywhere. And I'm like, man, I'm getting really hot. And then like I could feel it as like my vision started to like turn into like a tunnel.
Yeah.
And it was just getting like closer and closer, and I'm like looking around like, oh shit, like what do I do?
Yeah.
And yeah, eventually, or after, this is like oh geez, this is different. So on the last time we would have gone through that.
Oh, okay, and
so
it changed.
This is different here, yeah.
So you're just in like a big group of guys, and you're supposed to just kind of be standing there.
Yep. And so yeah, my vision starts to tunnel and like turn black on the edges, and then let's see what happened. I like stumbled. I was like leaning to one side, and I kind of like stumbled to the left and like caught myself and moved my foot. And then after that, like I just like couldn't. I just like my eyes just closed, and I was just like out.
Wow.
And like the vision totally receded. And I could like hear everything happening around me.
Yeah.
And like I could feel the guys behind me like catch me, and they like pulled me back, and
oh my god, you keep getting really weird hitboxes. No, you hit the little archway.
Yeah, but I think that's because I was going so fast that I like, oh man. Okay.
That sounds like a super bizarre sensation though. Like,
yeah,
you're not really in control, but you're still
like
like
an out of body
aware
experience, because I could hear everything, I could feel,
but you couldn't like respond to it.
And I could, yeah, but I just like, I even tried to like move my arms and stuff, and like I just couldn't.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But then after like 30 seconds, they had me in the shade, and I like opened my eyes, and I was just like, whoa. That was
heat exhaustion,
really
man. It's serious.
Yeah. And it was just, I mean, like seconds later, when I opened my eyes, another guy passed out.
Really?
So I think it was just the combination of
it's just not
sitting there in the sun, and like after already exhausting ourselves.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird in that way how the military kind of like rides a fine line on that kind of thing, where it's like, oh well, we need you to be strong and tough, and we're gonna push you so that you grow and harden. But then it's like somebody could die.
Yeah.
Just because they were standing in their heat in their gear, just because you didn't want to find a shaded spot, or because you didn't want to let them sit.
Yeah.
So it's like, how much are you really willing to risk? But I guess they're willing to risk just about anything. So,
yeah. But I mean, the people who like don't make that call were like, understanding, and like brought me water, and
right.
No one gave me like a hard time about it. Everyone.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
Yeah, they didn't call you a pussy.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, it was like the sensation of it was just.
It sounds
super, super
scary
strange.
and bizarre. Mm-hmm. Anything that's described as like you're losing control of yourself is like kind of my biggest fear. Mm-hmm. Outside of like sheer physical pain and terror. Mm-hmm. It's like, this is a scary thought, not being in control.
It was also like frustrating hearing them
and not being able to
say anything.
Yeah.
For like the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, that would be bizarre, man.
Okay, I feel like I remember this map being kind of tough.
You're in like a giant tree.
It's like a jungle-y.
Can't see where you're going.
Canopy.
Jesus. Man, when all the racers are close together, this game is freaking chaos.
Yeah.
And it like drops.
Everyone's shooting shit.
Drops frames like crazy too. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, you definitely want to be in first so you can read the
avoid it.
terrain.
Yeah.
Avoid the frame drop. Know where you're going. Nice.
Got him.
And you played this a bunch as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Played like the heck out of this.
I remember definitely beating like the first cup, and I think maybe beating the second cup, but never quite beating the third cup. And I would always turn it off, so I'd have to like. if I
Oh,
wanted
right,
to
because you
try my
couldn't
hand
save.
at it,
Yeah,
would have
I keep forgetting that. Like, you're telling me like you couldn't beat it, and I'm like, what? But that kind of
never had the time
You
and,
didn't.
like,
You didn't have
energy.
time to sit down and play it for like 5 hours or whatever without
Yeah.
stopping
But yeah, I played this
by
a lot.
yourself.
I never realized though. Apparently,
This guy's wrecking
Oh, he's
you.
just. Oh, there's not much I can do though. He's gotta. I gotta stay on the track.
Yeah.
I remember doing like the war mode or like this sort. It's like
Battle
the Mario
mode.
Kart balloons.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Where you're in like a tank instead of a bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Same drivers though. I think same names too. Same stats and everything.
Yeah, it was saying something in the manual about how there's like or maybe it was the guide I was looking at, how there's like a human battle mode where like you can just fight as people.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe that was the duel mode. That
Duel mode?
Yeah, you unlock duel mode
After beating the third?
After beating the third cup, yeah.
Okay. You just beat
Where
each
it's
other up.
where it's all just one-on-one races, but apparently you can do it as people. I don't know. I didn't really understand the way it was wording it, but that's what it made it sound like. You're sneaking up on him, dude. You're sneaking up on him. There he is.
See if I can mortar his ass.
Oh, is that the item that you don't like?
Yeah, it's bad. Just because
It's just not effective.
It just like shoots a couple of spots in front of you, but these like, at least these will shoot like a whole line in front of you.
Yeah, that's the big
and then
purple
hit
one.
Something. Yeah,
Yeah, that one seems pretty good.
but like
And you can't like choose to shoot an item forward or backward. It's always
no,
the
there's
same.
certain items that will shoot backwards.
Okay.
Though. Like there's rear firing rockets and like the fire thing.
Yeah. And are they always on the same spot on the track? Can you like predict
No,
where
it
they
looks
are?
like
Or
it
do
looks
they
like
cycle?
when I think when you start it, there's set ones.
Oh, so like
at each
throughout this race, they'll all be in the same spot,
no, I
but
think
not the same time. Or
every
not-
time you start this map. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, every time you start this map, there'll be certain ones in certain spots, but then they rotate. So like once you pick that up, it becomes a different item.
Oh,
so I
okay.
think they all have like a set rotation.
Gotcha. So you could like technically predict them if you were paying enough attention.
I think so, yeah. Wow, that was fast.
First place.
Yeah, I'd be interested to watch a speed run of this game. I bet it would be pretty exciting.
Just always breaking the...
Yeah,
The
constantly
speedometer.
above the sound barrier. There's just no sound in the game.
So
no
it lets you
music.
save after a certain number of races. I think it's like every other race
Interesting.
you can save. Yeah, we're pretty
doing-
comfortably ahead.
we're
here.
cruising, yeah. The Viper.
That's me. Oh, wait, should we...
Oh
Should
yeah,
we
we're
leave
halfway
this for
through
next
this
time?
cup. Maybe we
Yeah.
should. Yeah. So next week on the show, we're gonna head into race 5 of 8
Of Cup 2.
of Viper von Vapenheim riding
Riding the Venom.
Venom. Yes.
Injecting you with the Venom.
I hope the racer girl's name starts with a V as
It's
well.
actually right because wouldn't a Viper inject you with Venom, not poison?
Yes, it would.
Yeah. Wow. All the lore is straight
What is the
in out,
difference between
folks.
poison and venom?
Poison is
it like a magma
shot
lava
onto
situation?
Your skin.
It is a magma lava situation.
Yeah, and then I think Venom gets in your skin and poisons you.
Okay.
Or poisons. It like messes with you from the inside, and I think poison affects you on the outside. Like
Interesting.
poison ivy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of a misnomer a lot of times. If poison's only topical. Mm-hmm. Speaking of topical, we'll see you next time.
Big announcement.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.